Hello and welcome to Let's Wander. I'm out on another one of my 30-minute lockdown wanders. Today we are up the Mount in Guildford in Surrey, and just behind us here, that spins around, you can see the cathedral. A little Woking down off in the distance. So, with that being said, let's wander. So some of you may recall, probably about a year ago, or a little bit more than that, I did a collaboration video with the Bald Explorer, Richard Vobes over here. It was a very hot day that day. We went and found the grave of Lewis Carroll. There were a large amount of his family buried there. The real name was Dodgson, and there's actually signs that direct you to their family graves up there. Ooh. All been uphill so far. I'm thinking we'll go this way. So yesterday we had a whole day of rain. The first time, probably about 2.5 weeks since it last rained. Oh, I'm going to have to get off the road here. And everything's coming out bright and green. It's lovely. Yeah, it looks like it's clear for us to go. Wander on! That's quite a nice little site, quite like that. I think very countrified. That's the thing with Guildford, is I think it's only for some reason they might be to do with getting a royal charter. There isn't a city. I mean, it has a cathedral. It's not far from London. You can get a train into London. It takes about 45 minutes if you get the right one. The train's off in the distance, I believe, over that direction is Chilworth. here you can see a sign, look. So you can go to Putnam, Guildford, steep hill. Well, it does look kind of steep. And here there's a public bridleway. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to take us to. In fact, I think me and Richard got lost down there actually, because we were desperately trying to find the grave of Lewis Carroll, the cemetery where he was buried. We just couldn't find it. We thought we were right next to it according to the map, but we just couldn't find the right way of getting in. I believe that's where we're heading now. Some tree work going on down here. Yeah, horse chestnut are coming into bloom. Or have come into bloom, should I say. They really do have, like, their flowers are really quite pretty if you go and have a good close-up look at them. Well, here is the graveyard. Can we go in? Is it okay to go through here? Now, this is just one part of the graveyard. I don't believe this is the one where Lewis Carroll was buried. I think it's next door, just beyond that fence. It looks like they're having work, yeah, they're having tree work done in there. That's a shame. Yes, you can just see through there. If I zoom in a little bit. Come on, zoom, where are you? You make out the chapel door just there. And there's the tree work going on there, literally right next to Lewis Carroll's grave, so that's a shame. But if you do come here and you want to find out where it is, that's where it is. So, well, zoom out. It's a huge graveyard. Oh, that's one thing I forgot about. Just over in the corner of the graveyard next door is Booker's Tower. Now, if I remember, I did some research for the last video. It was used for experimenting conducting lightning, electricity. And it's also a memorial to, I think it might have been the mayor's sons, the mayor at the time it was built, his sons. I think one of them drowned in the canal. But, there we go. A decent look at it from this side of the fence. We don't have to go all the way around. All that you see at the bottom really is a door that doesn't open unless you've booked an appointment. You can go inside. It had some restoration work done on it a few years ago. The windows, which are metal frames, were taken out and sandblasted and then powder coated, so they should stay in good condition for many years. Sorry about the angle. It's not the gimbal that's on a funny angle. It's the land. It's all ups and downs here. Ah, here we go. Now, this isn't his grave, but it's the family graves. Oh, Edward Carpenter. See if we can find him. Ah, over there. It's amazing the amount of writers actually who have frequented Guildford. Rudyard Kipling, like I mentioned the other day, Agatha Christie, and Edward Carpenter. Oh, he's from Brighton. George Merrill, 40 years with Edward Carpenter. Oh. I wonder if, you know, they were a same-sex couple. I mean, these days I guess they'd just like husbands or so, I suppose. I don't know. Don't know much about them. These guys I'm talking about, you know. It's a really funny, don't know much about them. Oh dear. It's absolutely lit with graves. I'm actually a bit concerned I might be walking on some that have just lost headstones. It's a little bit creepy. Am I superstitious? I don't know. Depends how I'm feeling. Lots of little blue tits flying around. I did see another red kite earlier. I see quite a lot of red kites around here. Also them buzzards. There's a lot of buzzards when you go into the Sussex area, and red kites. For some reason don't seem to get buzzards around these areas. And it is quite rural. Some people blame the pheasant shooters and grouse keepers. I can't ever think of anywhere around here I've really heard them doing any shooting. I do get pheasants come on my land. We will just pop in here. They've turned the machine off at the moment, and if we're allowed in, that would be very good. As there's people working, you might not be with the social distancing. Yes, unfortunately they're working very close to it. It's just behind that tree, that yew tree. We can probably get a look at the chapel, which is a lovely old chapel. It won't be open. I think me and Richard tried that last time we came here. No, that's got a Yale lock on the door as well though. Well, it looks like a Yale lock, it's not, is it? So, proper old key. Oh look, I said behind the tree, it's actually right here. Pretty big over here. And just off in the distance there's Guildford town. These old flint walls, I was actually reading up about these lately, and there is a certain way, if you look at it, you can tell what side hand the builder would have been. And then when you see the repairs, you can see which way that hand would have worked. And it's both look like they were built by a right-handed craftsman. Then again, actually thinking about it, probably when these were built, if you used your left hand, you got in trouble, didn't you? You used to get a slap. Told you were the devil and all that sort of stuff. Oh. Car. Wander on. In fact, over here, very chalky area, Guildford. And this joins onto the North Downs, which joins onto the South Downs, which is a very chalky area, or also known as the Green Sand Way for having its mossy covered sand, which you can see down at the canal actually here. Oh. Yeah, I need to get and do more hill walking, that's for sure. I'm right at 2 and 8. parsley and borage, stinging nettles. I think that's called skunk cabbage, I think. Whew. Let's see if we can pass his family. Terrible, isn't it? If I did that thunder one the last year, look at the state of me now. Phew. This is what happens when I can't go on my wanders. This ain't enough wandering. I used to going out for 3 or 4 hours. Sometimes longer, depending if I get lost or not. Which is most of the time. Flag here to the NHS. One for my sister Emma. She works for the NHS, she's an ambulance driver. Looks like that's a viburnum. I haven't seen one for a long time. That's a bit of a strange thing to say. I haven't seen one. They've got a horrible smell, so people tend to get rid of them. Where's this hydrangea? Can't they? No, it's not. I've just never seen it grow like that. Anyway, lots of white flowering things. Oh, there's a magpie up ahead. If you're superstitious, I'm kind of tip your hat, salute, do a little dance, make a cross in the air, whatever it is. That's superstitious. Come up twice now, isn't it? The same video. Well, talking of superstitions, here you go. Third one for you. The pathway we're walking along now is meant to be haunted by a white lady. Apparently people have seen up here. I mean, I've seen the photograph, but it looks looks like a student's Photoshop jobby to me. Now we could go down there. Probably get horrendously lost. I'm just going to poke the other in the corner. Apparently there's been some satanic activity up here as well. Oh yes. I remember this place. Yes. In fact, I think we're going to just lay the path and I remember the other day at Newlands Corner, we were looking off towards the south and you could see Black Down. So we're on a different angle for that, because we're right on the other side of Guildford. We've gone from one side to the other. I had to pop in and pick up some bits from work for the grounds. So I had to drive across town, so, you know, essential travel. What else am I going to use for doing strimming? I can't get any strimmer wire. Oh god, I'm being so boring. There's a tower off in the distance, I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look that up. Oh, I've got a horrible feeling I've just trodden in something. But yeah, it's down below us. Over in that direction is the town of Chilworth, which you might remember from the Gunpowder Mills video. That's another one we did with Richard Vobes. I was going to call him Vobesy then. Yeah, you know, because we're like that, you know. Oh dear. It's so very, very clear, but if I had my glasses on, I'm pretty sure, I know this sounds incredibly mad, but looking off just at where the hill's coming down and meeting the horizon, almost looks like you can see the south, you know, like past the South Downs, like that could be the sea. It's flat. I don't think I can see over 40 miles away. Surely not. Then maybe you can. The most incredible thing ever if you could. Okay, I'm going to have to move over a way a bit. Looks about right. Well, I know it sounds mad, but I'm pretty sure that if I had binoculars, I reckon that is the sea. We're very high up here. Obviously pollution levels are the lowest they've probably been in probably since I was a little boy. I'm going to zoom in. I don't really like doing the zoom because it's a bit rubbish, but see if you can see what I'm talking about there. That's the maximum amount of zoom I can get for you. Can we get some focus? No, I don't think we can, not at this level. Oh, it's like cataracts. Hang on. Zoom out a bit. Try and focus again. Can you just see what I'm talking about? It'd be quite remarkable if it was. But if that is black down over there, which would be over the east side of Sussex, I believe. I've heard Richard Vove mention that on many a time. He frequents Cissbury and Chanctonbury quite a lot in his videos. I believe that is over that direction. In fact, if you're at St Martha's, it does say you can see them actually from there, and I think I remember having a real good squint. But I don't have any decent binoculars, and I'm not very good at using them. I can never get them to focus right. I can look through one, if I look through the other, it all goes to pot. There's something wrong with my eyeballs. So I believe this is a wheat field. It was last year. I just thought that they would alternate crops, but maybe it's just what they grow here. I think I might end up going over a bit over half an hour today, because we've already walked past where we came in. This is just too good to not have a look at. Sorry, no Lila and Buddy today. I'm sure they'll be back with us very soon. Oh, here we go, there's a part I can go off down there. Oh, I should get beyond these hedges. I might actually be able to see better at what I suspect is the sea. I am missing the sea. I lived in Buckingham for 4.5 years. Totally fell in love with it. I love the idea of being by the sea. I love the taste of the salt in the air. Even the rough weather in the morning, you go down, it's beautiful. Watch the waves crashing. Also the opportunity to find the odd fish washed up after a storm is always a good one. Right at the time we found a couple of lobster pots. That were good. Just took a couple of lobsters. There's crabs and all sorts of things in it, but I thought I'd better leave them for someone else. You know. It's actually harder to see from here because the land's getting higher, but that would be incredible if it is. I suppose that's South Downs. It could be. Could be. Right, anyway. Let me start making my way back. I'm also getting quite hungry. And thirsty. I hear a skylark. I don't know how much of this you're picking up, so I haven't got me fluffy on the microphone today. It's around here somewhere. It's probably nesting in the wheat. Apparently they're a ground nesting bird. For me, the sound skylark, it often reminds me of when I was a little boy, went to Scotland. I think it was Scotland. We went on this boat trip, and well, it was a tiny little boat and we were getting chucked around all over the place. Then a shark come up and stuck its dorsal fin out of the water. It's like swimming around the boat. It's classic cartoon stuff. And of course everyone was crapping it. Get some focus here. I didn't realise how bad that was. I love the way the shades, you know, as things disappear into the distance. I'll say the very lightest bit there you can see is off in the South Downs. Like Cissbury would be over there somewhere. And, oh, is that? I think that's Newlands Corner over there, look. We were the other day. I'll just come to view that. See that green area where we walked back and then into the... And just off the distance over there, I recognise the hedges and the trees, right off in the distance. That's Moy Land. Incredible, isn't it? I can walk out all this way and still see my home. It's like I live in the south of England, Austria. Oh, I'd love to live in Austria. Looks stunning. Or Norway. Bluebells here. And the weather's deciding to turn a bit greyer. More grey, not greyer, more grey, Chris. Oh dear. It's predicted to rain again this day, about 1 o'clock. I believe we want to go that way. Yes, where the magpie is. Superstitious people, do your dances. Because it rained yesterday, the air is very fresh. It's very nice. Oh, I haven't seen these for a long time. Years ago when I worked at the water gardens in Kingston, where I took you for that open day trip last year, we used to have to thin these out quite a lot. Telemers. Always reminded me of when I was a kid. Me and my brother would, my brother would wind me up. I'm like, tell him, Ma. That's how I remember the name of them. Oh dear. Yeah, lovely fresh smell in the air. Ah, Henley Fort. I wonder if there was actually a fort there. That's worth looking at. Oh, wow. Devoted friend of wildlife. How cool. Could do with some more stones around the edge, couldn't it? Oh, it looks like some arseholes pushed them in. People. Strange enough, I'm picking up a bit of hay fever this year. Don't usually suffer with that. Oh dear. That's what you get for inhaling loads of pollen. Oh, we've got a cherry tree here. I expect the birds make good use of that. Then they do those great big red poops that stain your car. It's the Guildford Borough border, 1904. So it's Wardion. You find these sort of old relics of the past, don't you? Not the dog poops one, but like these sort of things, old cast iron posts. And this gate. Oh look. Look, two for joy. And then just here, you may remember from the last video, Cornish March to London. That must have taken a long time. I mean, it took me, what, about 8 hours to walk 23 miles. Probably could have gotten further, like I say, if I hadn't have gotten lost and gone around in a circle. That does tend to be my thing, like the other day I went around the big circle. buttercups are out at the moment. I'll tell you what, you can come up here and see. You can see wild orchids up here. I found one up here last year. The cathedral again. But that's one I'm going to have to go and do. I'll probably go there soon, actually. We can't really go too far out of town. Just getting worried I might be exhausting the stock of videos. There's another little gate over there you can go through. That takes you off into another load of fields. I went over there a couple of years ago when I was exploring. It's all of a sudden extremely busy up here. Oh, a polite child. See, when people come over and they want to stroke my dogs, they always want to go and stroke Lila. That's the worst one you can go and stroke. She's only, she only likes me. Because I gained her trust. She was a stray from Spain. Buddy, oh my god. He'll just lump all over you. Lump all over you, bone all over you. Bony bag of bones. Give him all that food. He's a lot thinner than that when I got him. So looking back over Guildford town again. And as I mentioned earlier, I'll just zoom in for you. So you see that hedge line running along the mount there? Along that. Oh, if I can get it to stay still and focus a little bit. The zoom on this is absolutely terrible. DJI software, come on, sort it out. Absolute rubbish. You can see a hedge line running along there, yeah? That's the hedge line that divides the fields just opposite me. That's Burwood Farm, I believe. Okay, so that takes us to the end of our wander today. I'm just about to head down the hill back to the day tripper. Go and head back, get something to eat and a drink. So thirsty. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like, share, subscribe, leave us a little comment. And we hope you'll join us again next time. So from me, Chris, see you again soon. Bye.